Hi guys, Mike again. Hope you're well. We're going to give you a quick kind of 90-second rundown on tuk-tuk maintenance. So if you come with me, we're going to start right at the back with the engine. The main thing that we ask you guys to do is every other morning to check the oil level in the engine. If that oil level is getting low, it's generally the first indication that there might be a problem. So that's the thing we ask you to check every other morning. We always try to do that when the engine's still cold, that way you don't risk burning yourself on the engine and you get a much more accurate reading of the oil level. So this is a good thing to do first thing in the morning before you set off. So we find the right key, open the lock in the middle and simply untwiddle these two knobs here and push them aside to get the engine cover open. Quite hard to see here, but if you follow my finger, we're going to go down the back here and find the little green twisty thing. We're going to untwist that all the way. A little bit of a fiddle, but you get there. And as you can see on here, you've got a low marking and a high marking, and as long as this oil line is somewhere between the two, you're good to go. If you find the oil is getting a bit lower as you go, simply pop into a petrol station, tell the guy there that you need engine oil, and they refill it for a couple of ₹100 for you. It's cheap as chips, and they know exactly what kind of oil you need. As with everything else, the exact name of the oil is in your maintenance guide. So if you ever do need to know what it's called, it's all in the handbook for you. But the guys at the petrol station generally know. The same goes for tyre pressures. Keep an eye on your tyres, make sure there's enough air in them. If you feel they're getting a bit low or they're getting a bit soft, just pop into a petrol station and the guys there will fill them up to the right levels for you. Just going to close this off. When it comes to getting petrol, simply drive into a petrol station and go up to the attendant. There's normally a long line of tuk-tuks there already. These guys run on 92 octane fuel, but you don't need to remember that. Everyone at the petrol station is more than used to filling up tuk-tuks. Drive in, give them your keys, and they're going to fill it up for you. Probably 800 to 900 rupees. It goes from empty all the way up to full. So just make sure that's roughly what you're paying. Okay. The only other thing we ask you to check every single time you get into this tuk-tuk is this little bottle down here. That's your brake fluid. Just like the oil, you've got a high and a low level marking on there. As long as the liquid's somewhere in between, you're good to go. If for any reason it drops below that line, give us a call and we'll give you an advice on where to go to get that fixed. Beyond that, the only other thing we ask you to do every 1,000 kilometers or so is to get the tuk-tuk completely greased. What that means is that all these points down there have a good level of grease put on them just to keep things running smoothly. How to get that done, how much it costs and where to go is exactly in your handbook. So please just have a look in there for all the details or give us a call. That's tuk-tuk maintenance. Thanks a lot for your time. Cheers.